What's going on, guys? Geronimo22 coming back. I love patch days. We're going to start this one talking about the 3-high defense from the Arizona Cardinals. I'm a Niners fan, just so you know, so talking about the Cardinals defense is not my favorite thing to do. Just kind of giving an overview of the defense and just kind of give a good understanding of how to use it, why to use it, and go from there. I'll put some overlays into this. I'll kind of attach it as I go. You guys can watch some of this 3-high defense and stuff here and kind of like get an idea of what it looks like. This is mostly film from last year, and I want to just talk through some of the key principles of why this defense is kind of cool, maybe why it's, going to become something that you might want to use in Madden, and then just go from there. Okay, so the very first thing you need to understand is that the Cardinals and their head coach coordinator, Coach Gannon, he put this defense in motivation, probably a little bit from what's going on in the college game. And really it starts from maybe not having the ability to get the best talent on the field and to have a traditional defense like most people would see, with 4 down linemen, 2 edge rushers, 2 inside backers that can run and hit, and 4 to 5 secondary guys that are just all world, right? What we're going to see here is a hybrid defense getting themselves into this penny package, which, as you guys know, is in the kind of tight family, basically takes care of a lot of the inside gaps, but it has those 2 edge defenders that are hybrid defenders. As you see here, you're going to see like number 2 in this picture here. He's on the left of screen. He's an outside backer, right? But he's also an inside backer currently. This year, he is the Mike. Last year, he was the Will. You're going to see edge guys on the field, like 58 right here. This year, it's number 10, it's number 25. It's different people, right? And then on the interior, you're getting basically 3 big-bodied D-tackle types, right? And these guys, as you see on the film right here, they're going to cause havoc. These are not your average D-tackle, like, hey, they got to be 340. No, it's like the movable guys, 290. You can find those guys on MUT. You can find those guys in the draft. And then you have a special player, usually one of your DBs or 2 of your DBs are special players, and we're going to be able to put them in position to be successful. Let them be kind of like in the college game monster players. So that's Budda Baker, number 3 right there. You see how he's kind of roaming around the middle of the field? That's not a static position like it is in the Iowa State defense. That's a position that's supposed to move around. I would honestly control that guy if I were you. May have fun. You can basically become a 3-rec player. You could become a middle read player. You could become a deep half player. You could become a man player, or you could just have fun and just freelance like Troy Polamalu and just try to blitz and have fun. So that's part of the whole scheme, is that kind of middle player. Put your best player there. Usually it's a safety. It could be a corner, right? We can figure out a way to get that done, whatever it is. Now, going back to last year, they had Garrett, I think his name is Garrett Williams, number 21, who was basically their best corner, but also like a nickel player. He's kind of a hybrid player. He's hurt this year, so it's a little bit different. But you see number 21 over there? He's technically a corner. So when you look at the 3-high package right now, it is base set, and that's the way it should be, as a nickel playing in that position. The great thing about this, and this goes into my next point, you can come out in that base package and audible to a 2-4 package, a nickel package. You can basically come out, you see Budda right there running his ass off like he does, right? You can come out and use that package and use it in different ways. You don't have to stay in the 3-high. You can actually use it and check into another play. So that's something that's really powerful when you have that nickel on the field. If you want to go with the 3 safety package like they're doing this year because their number 21 is hurt, then you can have 3 safeties out there. That allows you to jump back into the penny package. The regular penny package is something that if you guys want to go back and watch my game film from last year, I've played about 2 seasons using the penny package, using it in the style of Flores and also Dan Quinn. Those are the 2 teams last year that kind of used penny in a different way and use it almost as a base defense. Loved it. Loved the way we can attack. There's little things in Madden. If you want to go back, I have videos in my archives. Go back to last year. I got game film of me using it. If you want to see me using it this year, I'll do it for you too. But the penny package by itself is really cool, but then you can get to the 3-high package out of it. So all you have to do is just come out in penny and just audible to the 3 high package, and your strong safety / nickel, right? Your star, if you want to call him that, your monster, will go back to the middle of the field. You can also come out in the penny package and put a nickel out there, right? And then you can also just audible, like I had said, to any of your base nickel packages. The one great thing about this, though, it's really good against the run. You get the good blitz packages. And then I think the thing that gets overlooked overall is that in today's football, you cannot just really come out and just run one defense. There's a couple teams that try to do it. I'm a Niners fan. We're a little bit more multiple this year. It's hard to just sit in one front, one style of play, 4-3, cover 2, Tampa. No, you can't stay in that all day. You got to mix and match your fronts. You got to be able to get into different fronts within the same drive. Over, under, odd, bear, mint, right? Which is cub, tight, whatever it might be, right? You got to be able to get in and out. So that's the thing about defenses today. Because offenses, if they know what you're in, they're going to eat you up. The other thing, and I'll end it with this, is really kind of taking a look at, this style of play, the penny package, and also the penny 3 high package. Understand you use them together. So I would use the penny package, right? Maybe against a team that would come out in 2x2 spread, 3x1 spread, right? As long as I feel comfortable with the overhang player on my defense. And again, that's usually gonna be my best player. That's gonna be Budda Baker. Budda Baker can play nickel. He can also play safety. Make sure you have that. If you don't, you're kind of in a bad position. Also, I'll go over a little bit of tips on like the front, who you should have out there. You need versatile players at the edge positions. You need at least one guy that can probably drop. And I'll show you in the next video which guy is the one that usually drops the most, so you can kind of make sure you have the guy in the right position, and which one's the one that usually rushes the most, right? That's kind of like how it works. But overall, it is a good defense versus compression offense, right? Compression offense is the bane of defense's existences right now. It's good against motion, right? Teams that motion and move around, you don't have to adjust. It's almost like being in baseline. If you guys have followed the college football stuff, you know that I have the videos out there on the whole odd ghost system. It's very similar to the odd ghost system. Guys are almost in a position where they don't have to adjust to anything versus any type of motion or any type of compressed formation. And because also you have edge players that are standing on the line of scrimmage that can drop into coverage, you have a monster player playing at 10 yards that can basically go wherever. It's really hard for an offense to do what, as people usually do when they come out in compression, is going to be what? Throw it to the outside real quick. They're not sure if it's cover 2. There's lots of good cover 2s in the coverages, right? Cover 6, cover 4, different types of palms. Also, you can also make sure that guys want to throw it over the middle. They want to throw drags. Well, you know what? There might be an edge player dropping into a hook curl. And then finally, if they don't protect, you can send potentially 4 to 5 players and get somebody home free if you scheme it up correctly. And go back to my videos from last year. I kind of talked about the right blitzes you can use manually to create some of the 4 hot seat defenses, right? Cover 4 coverage, palms coverage, hot underneath, bringing 6, which scares the living daylight out of offenses, especially if they're big into play action. So I just want to make sure we understand that this defense that's in the game is a complementary defense that's meant to go with penny. It's meant to go with regular nickel. It's one of those things where you can have fun. User the guy in the middle, user the Budda Baker, right? If you want to have fun, take a player that you want to develop and user him and maybe go make plays, because you can do anything. Or if you want to go user somebody else, like one of the guys on the interior, right? Somebody who's playing maybe an overhang player, you could do that. Just make sure you put your best safety DB type at the Budda Baker spot so he can make plays for you. So in the next video, what we do is we kind of go through a little bit of how the actual scheme works and like how I see it so far from the Cardinals. This is not documented anywhere, in my opinion. People talk about this 3 high scheme in the NFL, and they give like very limited examples of, the Chargers use it on 3rd down. Okay, the Cardinals use it, match quarters. Cody Alexander does a good job of giving some good examples, but nobody's really broken it down to like, hey, this is the base package, right? This is what we're going to use. And here's the funny thing that I'll tell you at the very end of this clip. You don't have to be a 3-4-4-3 team. I did it last year. You could be a 4-3 team in your league right now and run this. Okay, if you can add it to your playbook, if you want to switch your playbook, I'll get you right, because you don't really need to have 3-4 personnel if you just have the right type of players with the right attributes especially in the front seven. Okay, so that's the beauty of it. Also, the Commanders run this defense a little bit. Teams are going to start putting into their packages. You can work it out of a 3-4-4-3, and then as you go into your drafts, as you go into your trading negotiations, you're looking for certain body types, certain players that can do certain things that a lot of people don't value in the game, and you can get them for cheap, right? You can bargain hunt, and then you can go get those players. And that's the reason why the Cardinals use this, because they're in a position where right now they don't have all the best talent, right? And they're trying to still win. They're trying to be competitive. So I just want to put this video out real quick. The next video, like I'll do in the past, like I've done in the past, is I'll step you through, go on the game field of Madden, talk it through. Let's look at it. 3-4. Let's look at the penny package. It's going to be similar to the Flores stuff from last year. And then we're going to look at it personnel wise, and then let's get into the 3 high. How can we use it? When should we use it? What's the percentage? You shouldn't be using it more than 50%. It's not a defense that you're going to sit in all day. It's not really meant for that. All right. All right, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to find me. See you on the next side. Peace.